Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel All About PI. I wish my viewers and subscribers are very safe and happy Diwali. I wish the year ahead brings you lots of joy and happiness with respect to good health and wealth. This session is going to be about Synapse Analytics. Okay, I'm going to create a playlist for Synapse Analytics and we are going to cover the basics in the initial set of session. Followed by that, we can have some real-time scenarios as well. Okay, so whenever we discuss about Synapse, we just have to understand a basic thing. Okay, why do we need Synapse Analytics in the first place? See, Synapse is analytics is a workspace which helps us build end-to-end solution. So when I say end-to-end solution, the normal flow of any data related problem would be like this. You will have to ingest some data from various sources or various types of data stores, and after ingesting, you will have to analyze the data. Okay, and after analysis you will have to visualize the data in some way that is going to be useful for you and your organization. Okay, so this complete end-to-end flow is made easier when we use Synapse Analytics. All right, so it connects the dots basically, starting from data ingestion till data visualization, and doing much more things in machine learning and deep learning related activities. Okay, if you have data and you have a model, you can make use of the data and run the model on top of your data and arrive at beautiful references, okay, on top of your data. So that is all made easier with the Synapse Analytics. Okay, I'm not going to cover much today. I'm just going to tell you one basic difference between dedicated SQL pool and serverless SQL pool. Okay, why do we want to concentrate on pools basically? See, when you land in a Azure Synapse Analytics workspace, I will take another session for creating this workspace from Azure portal, but this session is going to be for the differences between dedicated SQL pool as well as serverless SQL pool. Okay, so SQL pools are nothing but whenever you want to develop something, or whenever you want to make use of this Azure Synapse, right, you will have to look into various things basically. There are different parts in the workspace, unlike ADF, right? ADF was a very straightforward workspace. It didn't have much components here and there, but with Synapse we will have to concentrate on small things. Okay, I'll take you through one by one so that it's not going to be overloading for you. All right, okay, so coming back to pools, right? So what is the need for this pool? So when we say Synapse Analytics, the prime motto of this workspace is to let you analyze your data and arrive at useful patterns and decisions, right? So when we say analysis, how do we analyze our data? Based on which technology we are going to analyze data, that is based on two things that is presently available. One is SQL pool, another is Apache pool. So what is SQL pool? What is Apache Spark pools? SQL pools are nothing but SQL based analytics engine, and this is Spark based engine. Okay, so SQL pool is nothing but it is the renamed version of Azure SQL data warehouse. Okay, previously if you browse Google, right, you will come to know that Azure SQL data warehouse has been renamed to Azure SQL pools. Okay, using SQL pool we can analyze our data based on SQL syntax. That is the one liner about SQL pool. Okay, if it is Spark, it is Spark based concepts. Okay, let's jump into that little later. Right now, when coming to SQL pool, there are two kinds of SQL pools. Okay, so keep your mind fresh. So just think about, we are going to do analysis in Synapse Analytics workspace. When we do analysis, there are two options available. One is SQL pool, another is Apache Spark pool. Okay, when coming to SQL pool, we have two options. One is dedicated SQL pool and serverless SQL pool. Okay, the moment you create a Synapse workspace, a built-in serverless SQL pool automatically comes with the workspace. Okay, this is not created by me. Instead, it was created automatically when we create a workspace. So when you say serverless, that means that it's not like it's going to work without a server like that or something. Okay, but you need not have to worry about the server allocation or managing the resources. Nothing you have to worry about. Okay, you will just have to make use of the serverless option for certain cases. There are certain use cases when you would go for serverless SQL pool. Okay, so it has a limited capability, when I would say, and when I say limited, it will be able to help you analyze data from few types of data stores only. It is Cosmos DB and Azure storage. Apart from that, we have one more thing to be noted here, and Spark tables. Okay, these three are the currently supported data stores when you are going to use serverless SQL pools. Okay, on the other hand, dedicated SQL pool lets you connect with a different set of link servers and data stores. Okay, this is the primary difference. So when I say Azure storage, it covers both data lake as well as blob storage. Okay, so when I say you can use serverless SQL pool for analyzing data from these kinds of data stores, that means that you will be able to fetch data quickly from these data stores, and you will be able to quickly write some SQL queries to analyze the data. For example, you have a data set, or you have a data related to movies in a particular town, okay, or particular country. So if you have this kind of data in your data lake, or it is in a blob storage path, and you want to run some quick queries on top of the files that you have in your data storage. So what we can do is we can quickly make use of this serverless SQL pool, and I can write some SQL query on top of my file which is sitting in my Azure storage, and I can quickly come to some decision. Okay, which movies are topping in which state, so what is the viewership, what is the rating. So if I want to make some quick decisions on top of my data, I can make use of SQL serverless SQL pool. Okay, so when we talk about the costing rate, it is per TB you're going to pay for it. For example, I'm running a SQL query, it processes around 100 MB every time. So the moment the data size reaches 1 TB, I'm going to pay for it. Okay, so it's like you're not going to pay for the resources that is being used, resources in the sense the server, okay, or the infrastructure, but you're just going to pay for the amount of data that is consumed by your query. Okay, the moment it reaches 1 TB, you're going to pay for that. All right, so on the other hand, if you take the dedicated SQL pool, with dedicated SQL pool, right, it's like it automatically scales up and down based on the requirement, or based on the load. Okay, if you think that for a particular hours you're not going to be operating any data, or you're not going to use your analytics service, you can pass it as well. So it provides you certain a level of flexibility to handle your resources, how you're going to be paying. Okay, that is with respect to the costing part. Okay, whenever you want it, it can automatically scale down or scale up, as well as you can pass the service as well. Okay, that is with respect to costing. And for serverless, we saw it's like you're going to pay for per TB manner. Okay, but here you're not going to be paying per data, but instead you're going to pay for data warehousing unit. Okay, that is about costing part. When coming to the abilities, you can make use of this dedicated SQL pool, just like how we use a SQL Server Management Studio. From a SQL Server Management Studio, we'll be able to create databases, tables, views, stored proc, etc. Right? So if you have a dedicated SQL pool, you can connect your Azure Synapse Analytics server from SSMS, and you can do whatever you want from SSMS itself. So the moment you add a table there and you come to Synapse workspace and do a refresh, right, you will be able to see the tables getting created, or stored procs getting created. So it's kind of a flexibility that it would offer when we use dedicated SQL pool. Okay, so Apart from handling SQL related data stores, right, it will let you connect to various external data stores as well when compared to using a serverless SQL pool. Okay, it just lets you connect to or analyze data from these data stores, right? But dedicated SQL pool has a wide scope, I would say. Okay, this is the basic difference that I wanted to cover in this session. So just keep in mind that whenever you wanted to do something apart from the mentioned data stores, always go for dedicated SQL pool. Okay, I would be covering more on this aspects in upcoming sessions. I wish you continue watching my videos and provide me comments then and there so that I can keep on improving. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, and thanks a lot for all the subscribers who have been supporting me all these days. I would request your support for Azure Synapse Analytics playlist as well. Thank you so much.